Arcade1up ruins their own re-release, why Time Crisis should be $5.99, and how a 26-inch Super Pro cabinet could happen. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Another episode of This Week, the show where we talk about what happened this week in the world of the home arcade world community. We're going to go with that. It's a little bit out of sorts. This is episode 89 of This Week. And as you can see, I'm on the road. This is the, not the Antique Roadshow, but the Antique Arcade Roadshow. Not really. Working, as always, working hard, as many of you are doing the exact same thing. Doing it in style in San Diego, California, San Diego. We're not going to go into all the Anchorman references I don't want to make right now because most of them aren't suitable for a family environment. So a little bit edgy. So we can't do that here. We got to be nice. We got to be calm. We got to be good. Got a different setup here. Let me know if something's a little bit funky, a little bit off. The microphone should be on. I'm trying not to touch the table too much. You know how I like to talk with my hands. So I don't want to try to do anything because my mic's going to be all sensitive. It's crazy, but it's definitely worth it to hang out with you guys. A lot to talk about this week. A couple of things happened, just a few things, nothing major. Well, some of this stuff kind of major. We're going to talk about a release. We're going to talk about the way things should be, and we're going to talk about the way things could be, what could be on the horizon. I got some, I don't know if it's inside information, but I got some sort of, I found a nugget. I found a tidbit of something that can give us a little bit of hope at what I think could be a massive, major new product line for Arcade1up, or really any of these home arcade communities, any of these home arcade companies that want to maybe bring us something just a little bit different, just a little bit better. So as always, we got a drink. So I'm in, I'm in San Diego, not in Kentucky, and I'm just sticking with Jim Beam tonight. Just in a plastic bottle, like some kind of homeless person. It's bad. It's really bad. It's not good. But I did purchase a glass, so I'm drinking out of an actual glass, not a paper cup. It's fine. It is what it is. It is what it is. What can you say? So every day, every time, every show we have This Week show, we have a poll in the chat. This is pertaining to the last thing we're going to talk about, and it's pretty simple. It is. Let me scroll up here. Let me see if I can find it. What is going on there? Here we go. So the poll. It's a simple question. Okay. Would you buy a $1,000 Arcade1up Pro Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat cabinet if it had a 26-inch IPS monitor? So 95 votes so far. Jump up there, vote in the poll. I want to know which way you fall on this. Listen, I say Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat because realistically, that's what we're going to get. I can't say your favorite cabinet, your favorite game, because it's probably not going to happen. But if they announced this, if they brought this out, would you buy it? A lot of things would have to change. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show. 26-inch monitor. Where's that coming from, Fox? Well, I've got something exciting to share with you. So not completely unprecedented, but it's something that I've been looking forward to personally. I think everybody in the home arcade space, whether you have just these little 3/4 scale cabinets, or if you got a full-size arcade, you should be excited about this. It's a pretty big product. It's not really a new product announcement because it's been announced for a while. But I think there's been a lot of skepticism about, is this thing actually going to happen? Is it going to come to fruition? And I think finally, we could actually have a little bit of a glimmer of hope into this thing coming to the market. It's going to be really exciting. Also, another thing that's really exciting is talking to everybody in the chat. So we got, first up, Keith Myers, 10:27 a.m. I think I had a few other comments before that, but listen, you get the first one. So a 26-inch would make a lot more sense than the pseudo XL edition of KI they tried to do. Yeah, Pro, not much of a difference between the Pro and what we got in the XL. So yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that. Gotham City Arcade, brother, how are you doing? Hey, Battle, did you get a new render of Time Crisis or just a price? No, we'll talk about it later. Didn't get a new render, though. Did not get a new render, unfortunately. That's the same one I've been working at. Just kind of cleaned up the image just a little bit. Rob Kaczynski says, any relation to John? We'll talk about it later. Well, I already bought the KI Pro, so I'm not buying it again just for 7 more inches of monitor. I'm saying a different cabinet, a different game altogether. Not the same thing, something different. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in much more detail. Walter Hepner says it will have even worse controls. Don't worry. The bigger the screen, the crappier the controls. Point well taken. A Tran fanatic, what's going on, buddy? Hey, Fox, and the great people on here. Sadly, I got laid off from my job yesterday, and I'm a little down, and I have to look for work again, which is the pits. See you later. I am so sorry to hear that. It's a rough time. I know you had that job for a few months. You're really liking it. Sorry to hear that you got laid off, man. But listen, keep your head up. Keep your head up. Things will get better. Hope the car is still running good for you, buddy. You hang in there, okay? Shannon Zahn says, hey, Fox, I purchased 2 Pandora DXs. Nice, not bad purchases at all. I think I have every joystick game possible, including 4-player capable. And it comes with Sanwa joysticks and buttons. No more 1-ups unless it's a unique control scheme. That's what 1-up has to realize. They're competing with not just iArcade, but all this homebrew, all these other solutions that we've had, back in the day before they came around. So it's really cool here. Sound like a good setup. And Fox, I took a page out of your modding book. I built a custom cabinet to house those Pandoras. Awesome. Good to hear about the projects, and it's something that everybody can do. Varying levels of skill may be required, but it's definitely rewarding as soon as you get that thing put together. Dan Z says, hi, Fox, smiley face emoji. Boom. There you go. Good to see you. Chris McCloy. Sorry, I almost said McCoy. Never forget the L. Looking forward to the show. Thank you so much for looking forward to the show and being a part of it in the chat. Thank you so much. Life reviewed. Wife got me Star Wars and Dragon's Lair for my birthday, and they both come Tuesday. I'm psyched. Hold on to that woman as long as you can. Congratulations, man. That's good. Long and low. What's going on? So Street Fighter? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Namor 419. Namor? The Submariner? What? Sorry. That's my Marvel geekness coming out. This is stuff playing I'm just trying to edit myself. Playing some Ridge Racer. About to put the kids to bed. Well, put them to bed, buddy. And then continue playing Ridge Racer and maybe even hang out with us and watch the show. Enjoy the show. Matix, MK Pro 19-inch monitor. I'm in at 850. No. 19 inches? No. 26. Huh? 26. We'll talk about it. It's exciting. I'm jazzed about it. Vinicio the horror Clodo. I almost had it. It was the last one. Cholo, like chocolate without the. Okay, is that confirmed? The Time Crisis is going to be $5.99? No, I'll say that right off the bat. No, I'm giving you all the reasons why it should be. Remember the price. The cabinet has not officially been announced, so I think that possibly we could see a price reduction. I'm going to give you the reasons why I think it should be that price. Don't want to mislead anybody right off the bat. That would not be a good way to start the show. Dallas Pinelli says, hey, 19K, right back at you. Dallas, excellent name, excellent city. Langs, in parentheses, Chris, 26 inches, so about 1,500 Canadian. I'm going to need to sell my last kidney. Well, if you got one kidney, I'm not a doctor, but you might want to hang on to that one. No matter, I heard the pig ones are, yes, well, you know what? You're always the bright side, right? Silver lining, you just found it. Who needs it when there's pig kidneys out there kicking it old school or kicking it hoofed? I don't even know where I was going with that one. Pup Arcade says, hey, 19K Fox, big fan. Thank you so much for being a big fan. Thank you so much for being a part of the show and hanging out with us, man. I do appreciate it. That's much appreciated. Nerd Lounge Master 84. Hello, everyone in the chat. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday indeed, everybody. Happy Sunday indeed on the road. But we're still going to make some time to get together and talk about the craziness that is the home arcade space. Cobra Kai says, good evening, Fox, and to all the nerds and nerdettes in the house. I ordered the new A1up Star Wars. Can't wait to get it. Do you have the original? I'm trying to remember if you said you had the original or not last week. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section if you have both. Because there were some people that actually were going to get both regardless. Stephen Brown says, hello there. And he also says, listen, people, hit the like button. It's good advice. It's free. You should do it. It's therapeutic. It makes you feel good. And it helps the channel. So, win-win is what you got there. Brandon 8797596. Is that the combination to your luggage? Just asking for a friend. What's up, Fox? How you doing? That's a lot of numbers there. Carl O says, hey, who day? After seeing B's short cab last night, why anyone would want Time Crisis is mind-boggling. Cab was off the hook and had all the shooters. It's called Multicade. And that's the future. Outstanding. Why do you think I've been sitting here waiting patiently, dusting off my arcade? As soon as they come out with those guns, I'm telling you, it could be I mean, if you're down to one cab, that could be the game or the cab to get, as long as the games come through. The potential is definitely there. That could be potentially the best multi-cab solution out there as far as just being able to order something, have it delivered, boom, here you go, plug and play. The best way to go. Beach Native 78 says, "What's up, Foxy in chat? Super stoked for tonight's stream. Continue to be super stoked as the stream continues. It helps your mood, and also drinking will continue to maintain your stokedness." Fireside, gimme Time Crisis now, not later, not soon. He wants it now, or she, this person, this Miami fan wants it now. Gotta have it now. JR says, "Hey Fox, how are you?" The Atari guy. Zero Cool, Sub-Zero. A little play on that. Cheers indeed. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Rad Lad 71. What's up, 19K Fox? How about them 9? Yeah. Swing and a miss. That was a bad game. Would Dallas have done any better? We beat them once. We beat Philly once this year. You know, what is that? Would that translate into a win tonight? I don't know. Depends on what Dallas Cowboys team showed up. But hey, they beat us fair and square. They also got beat fair and square. So sorry, John D, for your football team's loss. I'm not sorry. Stupid Fat Hobbit says, "Evening, Fox. How you doing?" Once again, not stupid, maybe fat, but fat's relative, you know? So, you know, intelligent, pleasantly plump Hobbit. That sounds worse. Stick with stupid fat. It's probably a better way to go. Zero Redux says, "No $1,000 cabs ever again." What up, Fox? It's a quick change. I like that. Come on, even with the 26 inch, but think about it. We're going to discuss it. I'm pretty psyched about it, guys. You can probably tell I'm a little bit excited about it. Nooner says, "Double beds." Well, I like to change it up. This one, and then this one, depending on my mood. You know, I don't like to make my bed, you know. Yes, I do have people come in making the bed. It's not the point. Anyway, moving on. Seabler says, "Hey, Fox in chat. Time for Last of Us, but I'll listen to the replay tomorrow. Have a great week. Thank you so much for hitting me up on the replay. I really do appreciate it, and enjoy Last of Us." Scrolling down, Paul Barris says, "What's up, Fox? On location?" Yes, on location in sunny. Okay, it is sunny San Diego, but it's still cold. Right now, it's like 57 degrees. It's been harsh. It's been a little bit harsh. I'm not going to lie to you. In the morning time, pretty cold here in San Diego. I wasn't prepared for it. Brought the hoodies just in case. Thankfully, you know. Sony 4K, what's up? I built my Star Wars, and it's awesome. Awesome to hear. I'm glad everybody's enjoying it. It is a good looking cab, right? It is a really good looking cab. Let's say hi to a few more people. Calvin Wong says, "KC20, Cincy 13 so far." Yep, got the game on up there. Just you know, not going to detract from the show, but it's going on. Just keep one eye on it. EJ Lozano says, "Don't forget your brown paper bag for that Jim Beam." I know, right? I know. It's a little weird. It's fine. I'll be all right. I'll be okay. Everybody's walking around. They're judging me, but it's all right. It's fine. Just another day in paradise, you know, for a drinker, you know. Come on. Jeez. I'm casting all these dispersions on drinkers. People that just simply enjoy a nice beverage. JT Brank says, "Whoa, I've seen this hotel room in other videos. This explains a lot." Okay, well maybe if I get it, maybe I do like a members thing. Maybe I'll give you a behind the scenes look in my actual life, what I actually do for a living. It's sad. It's pathetic. And it's really not that interesting at all. Actually, Arcade Junkie says, "Not falling for that pro fairy tale again. Nonsense. Poop emoji." When you think about that, huh? Bear with me. I got something to back up. This isn't just, wouldn't it be nice? Hang with me. Something you're going to enjoy it, I think. I hope. Clax29 says, "Maybe I would buy it with a 26-inch monitor. Not those titles." Fair. I picked those titles because I didn't just want to leave it wide open. If I was to say, hey, if they came out with your favorite game in 26-inch, would you spend $1,000? It's kind of a no-brainer. I think most people would say yes if they're getting a 26-inch version of their favorite cab, right? That's a little almost like a cheat code. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to give you what's the most likely scenario if they were to do it, if it was going to happen, you know. Those are games that it would be, you know, maybe even legacy versions of that. Vic Fisher 75 says, I'm saying that they just kicked the field goal. So game is tied 2020. 2020. I'm sorry, they didn't kick a field goal. They got a touchdown. Awesome. 2020. Vic Fisher 75 says, cheers 19K. Bengals not looking good. That was earlier. They just tied it up. So here we go. Looking good. Darth Dorkamus Prime. Okay. I'd pay for that. I'd pay that from MK, but it needs all the games up to and including MK4. Hashtag free MK4. Absolutely. The Nerd Jock Podcast. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a little bit, man. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, 19K, miss you and been missing YouTube in general. Oh, okay. Well, that's why I haven't seen you a little bit. Haven't made videos in a while due to struggles at the moment, but you always make it better to hang out here. Do not give up. I had to take a 6-month break way in the past. It needed to happen. I needed to reset. And when I came back, man, it was better than ever. I had to refocus. But don't give up. Everybody's got a voice. Everybody's got something to say. And if you enjoy it, please stick with it. Don't give up. Don't give up because it'll eventually kind of take off for you, you know? And okay, fine. All right, it's a Holiday Inn, okay? It's not the greatest. It's not Hilton, okay? They got Holiday Inns everywhere. I got a card, okay? I'll have you know, everybody, we'll peek behind the curtain. I'm a Diamond Elite, and that means something to some. Well, I get 500 points when I check as about it. So they'll give me a free upgrade. Obviously, didn't get it this time, did I? No suite for me this time. And the interstate is right there, and the airport is right there. So this is kind of, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not bitter. I'm not angry. It's fine. I'm still jet lagging. You know, being on the opposite coast is not kind. It's rough. It's rough. Donovan Klingel says, a Hi Fox just came from Justin's stream. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I feel like I need to scroll down just a little bit and kind of get caught up with everybody. A lot of stuff going on, but it's always good to slow down and to take it all in, take life in. Just like a $5 super chat from Console Fanboy, like a breath of fresh air. I'm a 49ers fan, but I'm conflicted because I'm originally from Philly and came to Cali when I was 10. So having said that, fly, Eagles, fly upon your... Oh, sorry. Wrong song. Sorry, John. It's okay. It's okay. Stick with the winner. NFC East is ruling the NFL right now. I don't know that I don't care who wins tonight. I don't know that anybody can beat them, to be perfectly honest with you. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Unfortunately, buddy, I usually do things a little bit differently. You know, you usually get something else, but you're the first one. You got to go to the pit.
Finish him. Molina wins. Flawless victory. Fatality.
Goofy Foot says, your Fox, your company must like you. You don't have to share a room. No, I don't have to share a room. That's something I did like year one. I've been with the company 15 years, almost 16. No, that's something I waved bye-bye to that a long time ago. So yeah, no room sharing for me. No room sharing for me. We got Nooner watching the game. MG, what's going on, buddy? I've seen Foot streams from the hotel room. I'm sure. Okay, that's on my separate channel. You weren't supposed to know about that. Thanks for ratting me out, man. Come on, we talked about this. You said you wouldn't do that. Jeremy Diedrich says, wow, a $5 super chat on a Cowboys fan live stream. Low blow. Listen, you take what you can get. I mean, come on, Jeremy. I mean, beggars in my situation cannot be choosers. But we'll get them next year? Not really. Kareem Joe says, yes, this game is crazy. It's a good game. It's been a good game. Been watching it. Big Jim Cruz. How the hell are you doing? Looks like a country inn suites. No, it is a Holiday Inn. Let's go Bengals. Richard Wadello, thank you so much for hanging out with me, buddy. Listen, we've talked about this. We've talked about that. We've said hi to everybody. Oh, hey, there he is, Jay. Jay, how you doing, Ugh? Another nail in the coffin, Zohar. Being from Dallas, I can't stand Philadelphia. My man. But listen, it's all good here. We're all friends. Some of us are even family, and we gotta embrace each other. We gotta love each other. We gotta accept another gift of $10 from Console Fanboy, a $10 super chat, $9.99. Thank you so much for that super chat. If it's any consolation, I bought a 49ers stool for my Blitz. So there you go. Also, if Spectate is released on MK2 Deluxe, I will make a video review where I make oh my God, sweet love to it. Not kidding. How about this? How about you don't have intercourse with your stool and you buy a Dallas Cowboys stool, huh? There you go. But you gotta sit on the Dallas Cowboys stool while you play Mortal Kombat. Thank you so much again for another super chat, buddy. And well, you get 2, so here you go.
Finish him. Strength wins. Flawless victory. Fatality.
So we talked about the bourbon. We talked about the poll. Make sure you jump up and let me know in the poll exactly what you feel. How do you feel about this hypothetical scenario that I think actually may have some credence? And the poll question is, would you pay $1,000 for an Arcade1up Pro, Street Fighter, or Mortal Kombat cab if it had a 26-inch IPS monitor in it? 202 votes. I want to know how everybody feels. I want to talk about that at the end of the show. We've talked about this. We've talked about that. We talked about my hobo version of my Jim Beam. It's all very sad. Brown paper bag included. But let's go ahead and move on to the first topic. Arcade1up stepping on rakes, shooting themselves in the foot. They can't seem to just do something right like the whole way. They can't just be like, here you go. Here's the thing you wanted. We're going to leave now. They just can't seem to do it. So Monday was the live stream where they revealed, hey, listen, we're coming back out. It's the re-release of Star Wars. It's a little bit different. You get your coin door. You get some different artwork. I love the way, I've given this some thought. I actually really dig the way they just continue the artwork all the way down onto the riser and really mimics the original feel of the cabinet. I think overall, I'm digging it. I really like it. The price point was unfortunately $5.99, which I thought was high, especially when you factor in that there was absolutely no Wi-Fi, which is something I was afraid of when we didn't see the FCC listings and the filings for Wi-Fi. It was not good. It wasn't good. I didn't like that. I still think it's a little too high. It's a good looking cabinet. You get your coin door, but I just think that for $5.99, that price point, it's just not justified. It's just not there. Also, a few other things happened during the live stream. You had the announcement that Travis MCP is going to be the liaison, the community communicator. He's going to be the one that's going to represent us or be the liaison for Arcade1up. I didn't agree with not Travis. I don't know him. I have no issue with him at all. I didn't agree with the fact that they needed some sort of liaison. I thought that they could just give us information. And that's all we really want. We don't need some intermediary. We don't need someone just designated to talk to us. We just need to hear from Arcade1up more often and really just give us information. Just give us facts. Just give us this or that. That's really all we needed. We didn't need another person. It's weird. Okay, there we go. Microsoft certified professional. We're here to help. We're absolutely here to help. It's fine. I thought it was really unnecessary. And then of course they announced that they're going to have a renewed presence on Facebook. The way they put it was actually that, for the first time they're going to be on Facebook, which we thought was weird. They've always had some sort of presence on Facebook in some sort of official capacity. They actually partnered with this guy called Glenn's Retro Show. I'm sure you're pretty familiar with the guy. And he was kind of running the thing for quite some time. And for some reason, they just sort of, I guess, forgot about that selectively. And then while the live stream is going on, they decided to take Arcade1up Deals and Discussions, a group that I was a part of, and just change the name. And later on, we would find out some of the conditions of actually being in that group, which was really weird. And just like without even telling anybody. And they just decided they were going to make this the new official group, taking Deals and Discussions and making it the new group, which I thought was a little bit weird, a little bit disturbing. You know what isn't weird? What isn't disturbing, what's actually comforting, is a $10 super chat from 51 Pegasus Studios. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. A 26-inch screen doesn't justify a $1,000 price tag. At that point, just buy a real wood cabinet and put a PC in it. The only people paying a price like that are uninformed people. Enjoy the $10. Yes, I will. Also, people that aren't really handy and feel like they don't have the confidence maybe to take that project on, or the people that would be interested in a $1,000 cabinet. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I really do appreciate it. Got to give you a little bit of something. Well, here you go.
Let's go. Wolverine win. Rookie.
What's up, Cornicade? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Sir Sega jumping in, and Jay Brown, a buffer. Exactly. Yeah, like a crash a bumper, the crumple zone. That's what I was thinking, a crumple zone to absorb the force of the impact, which is what we're going to talk about in just a second. So I'm on the road. I'm on the road. I'm traveling. This is not, my bedroom does not have two beds. That'd be kind of weird. No. Good to see you, Tammy. Thank you so much for stopping by. So they talked about this new Facebook, group, which was not a new Facebook group at all. They just repurposed a group that was already existing, which is a little bit shady. Come on, you're gonna take a group that has like 27,000 members and you're just gonna call it the official. Okay, fine, whatever. But the real rub came in the way that they executed this Facebook group. Shortly after the live stream, Glenn posted a video on his channel, and he pointed out the differences and how it really hurt him and offended him. And I think most people could see pretty clearly this is what was going on. This was something that was it wasn't cool, in my opinion. I mean, you don't have to agree, but I don't think it was cool. In this picture, he's showing you what his group originally was called. Upper left there. Upper right is going to be what he had to change it to once they had some sort of dispute. And then the bottom right is what you're going to see Arcade1up came out with. Exactly the same verbiage, exactly the same overall shape and style and design. And it was a cheap move. It was dirty. It seemed to me like somebody wanted to get a dig in on Glenn. Glenn, one of the founding members of the home arcade community. I mean, really, he was around before it was cool. He was around before most of us really got into this. He was around before I was really doing YouTube, focusing solely on this. And it was unnecessary. And that's the thing. You got this release, which is, I think, overall pretty good. I think it was a little bit overpriced, but still, a lot of people were excited about Star Wars. You could have just left it at that. You want to announce a new community liaison, fine, okay. You want to announce that you're going to have a new Facebook group, which would have been exactly the right thing to do. You start from the ground. You start at zero. You start a brand new group, and then people can go there. And you tell them, hey, you're going to have official this and official that. But to sort of take over another group that already existed was kind of shady. To not inform the members of the group the changes that were going to be made, not just to the name and the look, but also some of the conditions, which we'll talk about in just a second. To do that was kind of shady. And then to do it in a way that really mocks what Glenn did before, that was just out of line. Now, the other stuff that Glenn alleges in the video, I can't speak on. I have no information on that. I don't know. And I try not to get involved in things where I don't have all the information. He said, she said, I don't do well with that because I don't know who to believe. I assume everybody's lying until you show me receipts. But this was clear as day. I mean, it's like, here it is. I mean, we see exactly what they did, and I thought it was wrong. So I was a member of that group. I exited the group pretty publicly. I left a little message. And that was on Monday. I'm sorry, Tuesday. I was traveling. So that was on Tuesday. And I said, listen, the first act of this new group is to sort of, take a stab at a former community member. I didn't think that was cool, and I left. And I got a lot of people giving me some crap about that within that group, and that makes perfect sense when you think about it. Everybody in that group wanted to be there. They had to ask to join and be let in. I didn't think everybody was going to respond well to me saying, I'm out of here. It is what it is, right? So no, I don't blame any of them at all. It's fine. I haven't gone back. I haven't attempted to join, except for one time when I had some kind of somebody said, hey, listen, they've changed some of the questions you have to ask to even enter this group. So I posted that on my community page saying, hey, listen, this is weird. Now all of a sudden you can't say anything negative about Arcade1up. They're so super sensitive. They're so buffered, and it's it just seems weird to me. But I think the real thing that I have a problem with is that it was so unnecessary. Let your release be just that, the release, and that's it. There's no need to do what you did. It was totally unnecessary. You didn't have to do any of that, but you went out of your way to do something that was really just, it was a stab at Glenn. It's difficult to read that in a different way. It really is. Now, they have since changed the artwork. John D wrote this big apology on there, and that's cool. A lot of people think it's damage control. Maybe a little too late. I just think it should never have been done from the beginning. It wasn't necessary. It didn't have to happen. So where we are now, where are we at right now? Listen, I'm going to do everything that I've been doing. I'm proud of what I've done on this channel. I have covered Arcade1up as fair as I can possibly be. I bought these cabinets right off the bat. paid full price for them, brought them home, and told you exactly what I thought about them, and if you need to buy them or you should wait or whatever. Pointing out all the flaws, the pluses and the minuses. I've tried to be very, separate. I've tried to be very, just removed from the emotion of, the company and that attachment. I was just honored to be a part of their live stream where we did the joint thing with the Red Cross. That was really awesome. I loved being a part of that. But no, that's the extent of my connection, my direct connection to Arcade1up. And I've tried to be really impartial. And I think I've done a pretty good job of that. So I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And let's not pretend like Arcade1up is going to be the biggest player in this space forever. There's going to be other moves made by other companies. And guess what? We're going to talk about that. And I also say, I'm not going to forget about the originals. Some of these original arcade cabinets that inspired us to get into this in the first place are some of the things I still have in my collection. I'm going to keep working on those projects. I'm going to have my special projects and things that I do, like my 6-player cabinet, all that stuff. We're going to continue with that. So I'm not changing a thing, but I'm also going to call a spade a spade. When I see something going on in the community that I don't like, when it's black and white like that, I'm going to call it out. And I told John D, I said, that's effed up. You just wanted to get a dig, and that's fine, but you got to own it. You have to. So we'll put this to bed. We'll move on. Keep a close eye out. We got to hold these people accountable. Don't let them get away with it. But I'm not doing anything different. We're going to keep on going with the channel. And, I hope you can take some comfort in that, like I take comfort in a $10 super chat from Galaga Guy 88 $9.99. Thank you so much for the super chat. The moment they say no negative comments about Arcade1up, it went from community feedback page to their own echo chamber. Very well said. You have to allow people to feel comfortable enough to give you criticism. You shouldn't have to start a YouTube channel of your own so that you could speak your mind. You join these fan groups. First off, you're a fan and you're passionate about the product. And that's what this really comes down to. A lot of people talk about toxic fandom and blah, blah, blah. No, it's passion. It's passion for the product. It's the nostalgia. We're trying to help you make it better. But this is passion. And the moment you confuse that with negativity, and the moment that you just shove all that into a category and you call all the negative stuff trolling, you are not going to grow as a company, as a person, as anything. You have got to thicken up that skin and listen and take all the negative stuff in and then decide for yourself, are they just giving me a hard time? Or are they telling me something I need to hear? And then you apply it, and then you get better and you move on. Thank you so much, Galaguy88, for the $10 super chat, buddy. Really do appreciate it. Got to give you a little bit of something special. Let's go kill the queen. Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. Say what you want to say, buddy. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to keep doing what I do. I'm going to keep doing what I do. And one of those things is going to be moving on to the next topic. So, Arcade1up, are you really going to charge me $800 for Time Crisis? I don't think that that's the case. I hope that's not the case. Now, what am I talking about? $800 for a cabinet? What's going on? That's crazy. That's like the second most expensive cab ever. Well, let's roll the clock back quite a ways to the original GameFly leaks from back in the day. Man, every single one of these things have come to fruition. The dates were a little bit off, but for the most part, all the pricing has been correct. So the last thing on this list, you have NFL Blitz, and just above that is Time Crisis, and then above that is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. All the cabinets have come out except for Time Crisis and that rocking $799 price point. It's a little bit tough. It's a little bit crazy. But what's not crazy is a $20 super chat from Goofy Foot saying, "Stand with Glenn, the mod father." Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I also second your emotion. Really do appreciate it, buddy. And what can we give you? Something a little bit special. This one? Nope. Here you go. Okay, so $7.99. It's a little bit crazy. Well, but that's just one thing. That's one source, Fox. It's not going to happen. That is crazy. That's not going to happen. Oh, well, we also had this. We also had the Autorama leaked listing for Time Crisis. Again, we see the $7.99 price point. That's absolutely, it's insane. But I thought once we saw that leaked image, maybe this whole slab-sided design, no riser, that was going to justify this price hike. Crazy to think about it. But then we saw the other arcades, the Arcade1up Deluxes, okay, the ones with the riserless design. We saw these, and we were assured, and this is, I swear to you, this is something I'm going to hold their feet to the fire. Cyrus at CES was saying $4.99, baby, $4.99. All these cabinets are going to be $4.99. And, one of the hashtags I was trying to start was, hashtag not $4.99. There's no way they're going to charge $4.99 for these. I would love to be wrong. I just don't see it happening. But he's telling us $4.99. So we're getting this brand new riserless design for the same price as a Legacy. They also said they weren't going to, this is what's kind of weird to me too. They said they weren't going to get rid of anything. Oh, no, we're adding to. We're not taking away. What are you talking about? So we're going to have Legacies from last year, Legacies from this year, the upcoming Deluxes, all existing at the same time at the same price point. Actually, those old Legacies with the wings and the recessed control panel are $50 more. So this don't make no sense. It's crazy. But what makes even less sense is now when you look and you consider, and we've been reassured over and over again, well, not over and over again, but several times, don't worry, the deluxe cabinets will be $4.99. All your dreams will come true. Okay, that's great. So then how in the hell are you going to justify a $300 price increase on a Time Crisis cabinet, which is the same exact, you got no riser. Okay, so that's no, at this point, that's no big deal at all. That's no big deal at all, is, a riserless design. We see them coming. They're only going to be $500. Okay. Light guns are no big deal either. We've seen those all the way back with Buck Hunter. And we saw them, even the T2 cabinet, as expensive as that was at the time, was only $6.99 at launch. $6.99 at launch. That's crazy. Very, very crazy. I just don't see it. So, what should the price really be? I don't think that $7.99 in this current climate and this current lineup makes any sense at all. If you slow down and you think about it, why would they charge that much money? Why would they charge that much money? We know the T2 brand new right out of the box was $6.99. That thing didn't last there at all. It came down as low as $2.99 online. It wasn't like you were going in like a back room in Sam's Club and you found it for that price. No, that was online pricing. So there's no way in my mind that this makes any sense whatsoever. There's no way that just nobody's going to buy the cabinet at that price, including me. I'm telling you right now, we're going to make a vow. We're going to make a pact. We're going to, let me take my car keys. I'll cut my finger and we'll make a blood pact right now. I'm not going to buy this at $800. I'm just not going to do it. And if they think they're going to come out with this cabinet, which is doing nothing new, it's doing nothing new. It's running the same emulator that Ridge Racer cabinets are running on. So there's nothing new there. They're using the same Sinden light gun technology that they've used twice before on cabinets that have been $100 or $200 cheaper. There's just no way that they can honestly, if they dare $7.99, I will rail upon them fire and brimstone. It is an asinine, ridiculous price point. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But you know what does make sense? A $20 super chat from Console Fanboy. We got a little bit of a bidding war going on here, back and forth. We've got the hashtag Stand with Glenn. Now we got the hashtag Stand with John D. Two sides to every story. Emotions should never play a part when trying to resolve issues. We need facts, not emotions. Some people say the facts don't care about your feelings. Thank you so much again for the $20 super chat. I really do appreciate it, buddy. Here you go.
Finish him. Sub-Zero wins. Flawless victory. Fatality.
So at $800, I'm not in. I'm negative. I'm in a vacuum. My inness is in a vacuum. I'm not doing it for $7.99. And it makes no sense, especially when you're talking about a price point that's $100 more than an XL cab. A price point that is $200 less than a Pro cab. Your crowning achievement, right? Your jewel, the best thing that you've ever produced, $200 cheaper than that. Just doesn't make any sense. So it's crazy. So what should the price be? I'm telling you right now, I'm firm on this. If you want to sit here and that's why I'm so smart, Mike. I stayed at a Holiday Inn last night and the night before. And then I've been here since Tuesday. Okay. All right. Come on. Yeah. Yes. It's a Holiday Inn. Okay. Fine. Everybody. I got to move again. Thank you. Always doxing me, Mike. No matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, doxing me like crazy. Yes. So I'm in a Holiday Inn in San Diego. Come find me. No, don't really come find me. So this makes no sense at all whatsoever. If you're going to bring out the deluxe cabinets, if all these are going to be $499, there's no reason why this shouldn't be $599. Okay. I've been found out. Okay. It's not all sunshine and roses covering Arcade1up. Okay. Sometimes you're going to lose your job because you're obsessed. You're buying too many cabinets. And then this is what happens. Your wife leaves you. You're kicked out. It's horrible, but it is what it is. So $799 makes no sense to me. It's going to be $599. It has to be $599. If it, worst case scenario, this thing $699 is the most I could possibly hope to achieve, but I still don't see it when we see they've lost the thing that made them special, like a supermodel. No, better analogy, like an action hero from the 80s. They've lost the thing that made them special. Their youthfulness, their great delivery of one-liners. It's all gone. It's all gone. That's what you have with Time Crisis. By the time Time Crisis comes out, time, it's got to be some kind of a tick. Let's say Time Crisis comes out in a couple months. We already know about the deluxe cabinets. Maybe they're not out yet, but we know of them. We know that we've been reassured $500. Why in the holy hell? Why? By Odin's beard, would you pay $799 for that? It makes no sense. So $599 is where it should be. $599 is where I think that maybe $699 is where we could actually see this price settle in. But I'm telling you, Arcade1up, if you're watching, $799 is a fool's errand. You'll be laughed off the planet. Nobody is going to pay $799 for this, including myself. I'll wait and I'll do something, but I'm not paying $799 for your cabinet. And if you're looking yourself in the mirror, and if you're being honest with yourself, if you will, put the cell phone down for a minute, get off TikTok, look at yourself in the mirror, you'll know that I'm telling you the truth. And you'll know that $799 is just crazy. $599. That's where you need to be. 26-inch cabinet, not 26 inches tall. That's crazy. No, 26-inch monitor. Why am I so excited about this? Why do I keep talking about it? This is crazy. This is science fiction. It will never happen. I'm saying to myself, there's no way it's going to happen. But maybe there is. Maybe there is. So why am I so jacked up about a 26-inch LCD monitor in the correct aspect ratio? In this case, we're talking about 5.4, but 4.3 is really where you want to be. 5.4, it's okay. You're going to probably have some black bars, top and bottom, or maybe at the bottom, depending on the game. So it kind of is what it is. But I'm telling you, think about this for a second. If there was only a 26-inch LCD monitor out there, 5.4, what could we possibly expect? What could we use that for? Now, traditional wisdom is going to say you're going to put that in your cabinets. I think that's what this is going to be made to do, right? A replacement for your CRT in your arcade cabinet. I'm super interested. But this is science fiction, right? Well, no, not really. Now, if you're a fan of arcades at all, you know about this company called Unico. They came out with the MVSX. They also have a line of Phoenix monitors. They currently have a 17 and a 19-inch. They accept the CGA, which is the 4 wires right off your PCB and plugs right in. They have 17 and they have 19. But they also talked about a 26-inch a long time ago. Actually, it was about a year and a half ago. So let's bring this up. Back when they were showing this off at, I guess, CES 2021, maybe. This is the model they had. You see, they have it. They have it actually sitting on top of their MVSX. And for reference, the entire thing is 19 and a half inches wide. So it's a massive monitor. It's not going to fit. Okay, that's not going to fit. But wow, that's really big. And then if you see at the bottom right, you're going to see, hey, that's Justin console kits. What's going on, buddy? He was covering this. I actually snagged this from his video reviewing this video, and you can see the viewing angles on this. They got that camera really down low. This is IPS, baby. The viewing angles are top notch. But this was October. This was October 21st, 2021. Fox, this ain't gonna happen. They've been talking about this for a while, but they're just saying stuff. 17s and 19s, sure, they're available out there, but come on. No one can do this, right? Right? Well, there was an update at CES 2023. I think some of you may remember this. We covered this on the show where tragically they were actually going to CES. Unico was. But the person that was driving their stuff to the CES was actually was in an accident or had some kind of issue. They collapsed, so they weren't able to physically be there. So on the left, you have their official announcement. That was January 5th, 8th. That was CES, right? The image on the right is a text message, a chat that I had with Unico, and I sent this to them. I've been bugging them for a little while. But then I actually said, well, let me just go ahead and hit them up, and let me just ask them directly, what's up with this 26-inch? Because we heard back in January 5th time frame that they were going to be sending stuff out for review. These 26-inch cabinets or these 26-inch monitors were going out to be reviewed. And just as a side note, my buddy Snow Dubs is in the house, and listen, once again, great advice. Smash the like button; it's good for you, and it also helps out the channel. But in this text exchange, I said, hey, listen, when are the 26-inch versions of your Phoenix monitors going to be available? Not sent out for review. When are they going to be available? And then they responded. I think it's actually a couple days later. They actually responded, and they said, hi, yes, the M26 will be available in March. In March, 2 months from now, right? Month and a half-ish, right? Because we're almost in February. With a better price. And of course I said, great, that's good to hear. I got a diehard cabinet that really needs it. I also have some other things that I want to do with that, but that's crazy. So the 26-inch is going to be available in March. It's all been kind of speculation. We saw the prototype. Like I said, we saw that in 2021. About the pandemic, supply chains, everything's been affected. I can't imagine this is definitely one of the things that, yes, car trouble. Yeah, car trouble. Yes. It could be that. Is it a telltale sign, Mike? Possibly, potentially. But yeah, so they're claiming now, they're telling just me, Joe Schmo, I didn't put my YouTube name in there, nothing like that. Yes, it's going to be available in March for a better price. Now, what's that better price? Going back to Console Kids video, I snagged this image too. This is what the current pricing, I believe, is the same for the 17s and the 19s currently. So if you go to their website right now, you can get a Phoenix monitor in 17 and 19 at these prices. I think the 17 is actually I think it's about the same price. But yeah, $250. I already checked on the 19. I was thinking about that. But the 26-inch variant, now this is going to be the 5:4 aspect ratio. The other two are going to be 4:3. $350 is what they were talking about initially. But now we're hearing a better price point. So is that $345? I guess technically that would be better, right? This is official numbers, like I said, from 2021, a better price point. Are we thinking, could it be as low as $300? Now, $300 for me is kind of a magic number because $300 is what I've paid for reconditioned CRTs. I've been buying cabinets. The last one was my Dynamo cabinet that had Surf Planet in it. It had an odd Wells Gardner monitor in it, and the flyback was just unavailable. So I had to buy another monitor. I actually traded it with a guy. I gave him my old one, and I think it was like a 90,000 series or 9,000 series. It was an odd series. Oh no, I'm sorry, 74,000. Anyway, the 7,000 is the more common. So he had one that he rebuilt. He gave it to me, and I gave him mine. Just like, hey, listen, hopefully someday you can fix it and give it to somebody else, or sell it to somebody else, make a little extra money for yourself. That's all I really wanted out of that. But I had to pay $300 for a replacement CRT. How long is that going to last? Probably for a while, but you don't really know. But if it was $300 for this 26-inch version, it's an LCD, and it's already got the CGA input, so you don't have to get a converter. You don't have to buy an additional board and an adapter. It's ready to go. It plugs right in. The only thing you're going to have to do, and for me, this is no big deal. For some of you, it may be a little more intimidating, is you're just going to have to take a piece of wood and you're going to have to cut a square hole in the middle. And then it's basically going to have the bolt hole pattern for the monitor itself. Or depending on the bracketry, you may be able to buy a bracket. It may come with a bracket that simulates the bolt holes for the 25-inch, 26-inch monitors. I don't know. But the worst case scenario is you've got to make an adapter out of some MDF or something, and away you go. That's incredible. Also, the fact that it's going to be smaller. It's going to be lightweight. It's going to be a better image, and it's probably going to last longer too. Better lit. It's not going to be, it's not going to be prone to some of the issues you have with CRTs. So I think that it's a possibility that this thing could be $300. $300 is a great price. Okay, now here's the catch. Not the catch, but here's the rub. It's going to be 5.4, not 4.3. Of course, the final specs aren't out yet, MG. We don't know. Maybe it could be 4.3, but it's probably going to be 5.4. Here's the dig. Here's the thing that gets me really excited. The product is exciting. If it's what we saw at CES 21, it's exciting. But to bring something to market at a lower price point, you have to do what? You got to sell a lot of them. You got to sell volume. You got to put in order requests. So there's a bunch of people there's some companies out there that will refurbish, rehab arcade machines. They're going to be potential customers and clients. They gotta have these shops have to have customers that are okay with not having a CRT, and so it's going to be a percentage of their customer base that's going to say, yeah, I'll go with the CRT, and then you do that. Individuals like you and me, we got a couple cabs at home. Maybe we'll buy one, maybe we'll buy two. Replace what we got. It's a cabinet that we're not super worried about keeping 100% stock, so we might buy one or two. But who would be a bigger volume buyer of a 26-inch LCD? Who would be this aspect ratio? It's not going to be Samsung. They're not going to start making TVs in 5.4 or 4.3. That's not going to happen. Who else out there would be interested in buying in volume in bulk? And I'm sure Unico would probably, maybe they're going to remake their MVSX if they still have that license. Maybe they can make a bigger version. And then maybe that's the first product to get excited about beyond just the monitor. Maybe we get a new MVSX 26-inch, right? That would be badass. That would be really, really awesome. I didn't buy the original MVSX, but if they do a 26-inch monitor version with the proper 4-button layout, yep. Oh, I'm all over it. I'm there. But beyond that, that would be their own personal use. Who else would they sell? Who else would buy? Arcade1up. Arcade1up wants to have a premium product. Arcade1up wants to make the most of the licenses that they have. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Pac-Man, Killer Instinct. They want to make the most of these. Why do you think we get the same games in 15 different form factors? Because they only have so many licenses and they're trying to make as much money on this as possible. They're trying to offer it in the most SKUs as possible. They had a Pro that didn't go over so well. I don't know if you've been watching. The Pro didn't go over quite so well. And it was a stretch for them just to get a 19-inch IPS display, a 19-inch display that was going to look good. But is that Pro? Is that Pro? If you really want to sell a premium product and call it Pro, and you really want to sell something and really get people, spending money, what's going to excite people more than what would basically be a one-to-one recreation of an arcade machine? Now, I say one-to-one, it's not going to be as deep. It doesn't have to be, because you're not going to try to house a giant CRT that's that deep. It can be as narrow as the Shack Jam, right? As narrow as the Killer Instinct Pro. But it's going to be wider. It's going to be a little bit taller. It's going to look a lot like a real arcade machine. And if it's rocking a 26-inch display, tell me you're not jazzed about that. Tell me you're not excited about that. So here's where I think this is. I've shown this graphic before many times. We have the current lineup of what they have. This is what I think Arcade1up could actually potentially have and charge. This is the pricing structure. This is the layout of their products moving forward. This is where you're at, Arcade1up. I'm giving you free advice. I'm printing you money. Here you go. Countercades are $150. Partycades are $190. $499. That's what you've committed to. Your deluxe cabinets are $499. So no more risers. Risers are gone. Risers are done. Phase out what you have and then make everything moving forward is riser less. Bye-bye riser. Done. $499, 17-inch IPS displays, deluxe Wi-Fi. There you go. $200 increase to the XL, which is 19-inch IPS. No TN monitors, none. So you have a deluxe version. You spend a couple $100 more, and you get. And I've gone back and forth about this. I originally thought that the XL should be $599, but if we're going to have, an upgraded experience, you're going to have an IPS display, 19-inch, bar none. There is no other substitute, IPS or nothing. I think $699 would be a great place to start. But if you really think you're going to charge $1,000 for a cabinet and you really want people to be excited, tripping over themselves to get their hands on one, you're going to have to go 26-inch IPS display. There is no stool. There is no rug. There's no hoodie. There's no tin sign. There's nothing included with this crap. Just a big, beautiful arcade machine with a 26-inch monitor. Partner with Unico and buy, because think about this. If Unico is really trying to bring something to market, if they're really trying to bring something and they want to keep their production costs down, they have to take in a bunch of orders. Who is going to buy a bunch of these? Retailers? Walmart? No, Walmart has no need for these. None. But who has need for them? Arcade1up is trying to supply and satisfy their retailers. They're trying to sell them whatever. They're trying to sell them thousands. And if you have any hope of a retailer carrying a pro cabinet, it's got to be this or nothing. If you want me to spend $1,000, Arcade1up, this is what we need. Just mad. Come on. Really? For a 26-inch monitor, 26 in your favorite, well, I'm not going to say your favorite, but in one of the licenses they already have. Whether it's KI, whether it's Street Fighter, whether it's MK, a games list that's like 14 games long. What if it's a legacy games list, but in that form factor? Come on. Would you at least be tempted? $1,000, $999 for a 26-inch IPS display. Think about it. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But what if it's not? Hapsticks. You can buy haps. You can buy a complete 6-button layout with hapsticks, hap buttons with cherry micro switches for $50-$60. If they cheap out on the controls, which they normally do for some reason, I don't know why. But let's say they rock the KI stuff. Even if that was the case, come on, because the entire cabinet has to be built to house the 26-inch. You're getting a wider cabinet just to accommodate the monitor. Maybe not taller. It could still be the same size as KI Pro, but it has to at least be wider, which means what? The control deck's going to be wider. It's going to be so much more comfortable. The layout's going to be so much better. 26-inch screen means a lot. It changes everything. Going fatter helps everything. So I don't really care if your screws for your control panel stick up a little bit. When you've added that much more width to your cabinet, I don't know what we're talking about, 4 inches wider? Think about that, how comfortable that could be, how much room you would have. It would be incredible. I'm pretty pumped about it. I'm excited about it. Listen, no matter how things shake out, I'm going to get at least one, probably two of these monitors. If let's say they're 300, like hopefully that's what happens. March rolls around, $300. I'm getting one. I'm going to put one in my Die Hard cabinet. And I've got some special stuff going on with the Die Hard cabinet. I wasn't able to get the artwork done before I left. That's why I didn't get that video out to you. I apologize. But that's kind of where I'm at on that. I'm excited about this. If Arcade1up, for me, $1,000, the only hope you're going to have of getting $1,000 out of me for one cabinet is this configuration. 26-inch monitor in this configuration. It doesn't even have to be Alien versus Predator. You give me a Street Fighter. Okay, all right. Let me lay this on you. All right. I'm not going to change the poll. But what if it was Street Fighter Alpha? What if it's the new Capcom Legacy? What if it's got Street Fighter Alpha, the series, the Street Fighter Alpha series? What if it's got let's I'm going to get you crazy. Street Fighter 3 is on this cabinet, and then a bunch of other Capcom games with a 26-inch monitor. What do you think about that then? And maybe $1,000 is just too much, and people just don't want to pay that, period. And I get that. That's still a lot of money. But if it's a brand new product, you're going to be able to break that up over payments. It's possible. It's possible. I don't know. I don't know, but it's possible. Rainwater, did I say that? Going fatter helps everything. I'm pretty sure I said wider, but to each his own. I don't necessarily equate width with fat, but hey, no judgment zone here, buddy. You do what you do your thing. You do your thing. Okay, Bob, thank you so much for hanging out, buddy. Good to see you. 1K is out of your price range. It may be a stretch. It may be too far for anybody to go. And I guess the only way we're going to really know the answer to this question is we got to, I'm out of a drink, so we got to wrap it up.
What the hell?
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up.
Unfortunately, it is that time we have to wrap this thing up. But before we go, I got to let you. Somebody just spoiled it for me. Chiefs won. Chiefs and Eagles. Oh yeah, what came down to a field goal. Disappointing for the Bengals. But you should have done more throughout the rest of the game. It should never come down to that. But good game all the same. Okay, so before we go, we got to look at that poll question. And this is where, after everything, this is what it boils down to. 321 votes. Thank you so much, everybody who took the time to vote in the poll and let your voice be heard. I'll give you a few more minutes or a few more seconds if you want to jump in here. The question was what I just asked. The last conversation, the last topic was, would you pay $1,000 for an Arcade1up Pro Street Fighter or MK cabinet if it had a 26-inch IPS monitor? Go ahead and take a quick second to vote. Okay, I'll go ahead and shut it down. It was a yes or no question. 322 votes. Going to go to end the poll now. And an astonishing 70%. 70% of you said no. I'm a little bit shocked by that. I thought it would be closer. I thought it would be like maybe 50-50. I thought it would be maybe 60-40. But that's wow. Yeah, Chiefs. Looks like the Chiefs won. They're going to the Super Bowl. There you go. And the Bengals are depressed. So 70% say no, I'm not going to do that. Even with a 26-inch monitor, $1,000 is just something. It's just a bridge too far. I'm just not going to do it. So interesting takeaway. I think that for 30%, 29% of those of you that are like me that said yes, that maybe it's better to leave it as a website exclusive. Maybe we just leave it as a website exclusive. But damn it, I'm really excited about the possibility of a 26-inch version of anything. Now, I'm also super excited about 19K Fox is disappointed. No, it's fine. If you don't listen, if you're not into it, you're not into it. Just because I'm excited about something doesn't mean you have to be. And you can flip it around. It's fine. But I think that maybe it's just too much. $1,000, maybe it's just a bridge too far no matter what they do. And that's fine. But I'm really excited about a potential 26-inch version of something. I'm going to buy one of these regardless. As soon as it's available, I'm getting one. I'm going to put that in my diehard cabinet. I'm going to show you everything about it, the install, how I pulled it off, and how it could potentially, possibly fit inside of an Arcade1up. What would have to be done to make it fit inside of an Arcade1up? I'm excited about the possibility. I'm excited about the product coming. It's going to help in multiple ways in the home arcade community. For sure. So anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by and checking out the channel. And listen, don't go anywhere. Do not change this channel. In just a few seconds, as soon as I'm done here, you're going to be redirected to B. Kong's All Russ. He's got a great stream planned with him and his wife. Basically, he may die tonight, is what he said. We talked in a chat earlier. It's touch and go. I don't know. He's going to be opening some boxes that contain expensive toys, and he's worried that his wife may kill him. So to prevent the murder of B, you have to watch, because she can't kill him if there's witnesses. If there's people watching, she won't pull it. the gun, the knife, whatever she's going to use. She won't do it. So show him some support, show him some love. I want to thank everybody so much for stopping by and checking out this channel. Have a great week. I'm going to be back home this weekend. We're going to be working on projects. I'm going to have a lot more to talk to you about. It's going to be awesome. Once again, don't work too hard this week, and I will see all of you next time. Peace.